Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be discussing 5 ways to build resilience. Before we start, resilience is the ability to adapt to various adverse conditions and overcome challenges of all kinds while maintaining a sense of purpose, balance, and positive mental and physical well-being. The first way to build resilience is to pay attention to our shoulds. Our shoulds can keep us in a continuous state of stress and unhappiness. When you hear yourself saying or thinking, "I should," stop and ask yourself, if I should, then why am I not? When you answer this question and act on this reason, you are building resilience. If you hear yourself saying, "They should," then ask yourself, if I were behaving like them, why might I be doing this behavior? For example, if someone cuts us off in traffic, we can think, that person is a horrible driver and trying to kill me. Or we can remember that we too have cut people off in traffic and then thought, I'm so sorry. When we recall that we make mistakes without bad intentions, it helps us remember that others do too. This helps us build resilience. Catching ourselves while we are shoulding, ourselves and others, and then challenging these shoulds helps us break the cycle of shoulding that keeps us from being resilient. The second way to build resilience is to allow for others and yourself to be messy. This means that in order to build our resilience, we need to find opportunities to recognize that every person you see or meet is human, and human beings make mistakes. This too is linked to our shoulds. People should never make mistakes. People should know better. People should be better. The shoulds don't change the behaviors you see. The shoulds just keep us feeling powerless and unhappy. When we accept that people are fallible, are not always their best selves, are trying their best in the world with what they have, or have good intentions that can often lead to negative outcomes, we are able to hold their behavior more kindly, giving us more room for forgiveness and less judgment. This does not mean that we allow others to hurt us in the future. It just means that we don't put our energy into focusing on the hurts. Judging others negatively and holding grudges takes energy, and while we are spending our energy in the negative, we can't bounce back. The third way to build resilience is to acknowledge the good you have in your life and hold dear what you have. Being grateful for the wonderful things in our lives helps build resilience. When we practice being grateful on a daily basis, we actually fill our resilience cup. When this cup is full, resilience is easier. This is one thing we can do every day to give us the energy to overcome the harder parts of our lives. Being grateful in stressful times is not easy because the survival mechanism in our brain is programmed to value negative circumstances over positive ones. This means that we have to take time to actively look for the positives in our lives when we are overwhelmed. This too takes energy, but this expenditure shuts off the negative chemical cycle that is holding us back and keeping us from being resilient. The fourth way to build resilience is to actively look for possibilities when we are stuck. When we feel stuck, we have a very hard time seeing other routes, other behaviors, other thoughts, or other ways of being that would help us get out of the rut we are in. Looking for possibilities that help us change direction helps us build resilience. For example, if I lose my job and can't find another in my field, I can feel stuck and out of control. Exploring options and possibilities with a career counselor may help open up the possibilities of what I can do for work. Just like acknowledging the good, this takes energy. But it is energy that shuts down the negative chemical cycles and gives you the ability to bounce back. The fifth way to build resilience is to use our energy to fix what is wrong instead of worrying about the situation or awfulizing the situation. Using our energy to focus on the problem keeps us feeling low and out of control. When we shift our mindset to problem solving, the energy we use this way builds our resilience by helping us change the negative circumstance. In this video, we talked about 5 ways to build resilience, and just to review, The first was catching yourself shoulding. The second, allowing for human messiness. Third, practice gratitude daily. 4, look for possibilities. And 5, fix what is wrong. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've learned some ways to build your resilience.